everybody. This is Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. We are just moments away from kickoff, and we've got a good one on tap between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Indianapolis Colts. I'll see you again at halftime as we preview some of the action coming up on Sunday. But for now, it's Thursday Night Football. And on the call, as always, is Brandon Godwin and Charles Davis.
All right, much appreciated, Coach. As we're welcome all of you to your exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Indianapolis Colts. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we take a look at the Colts entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape in the victory last week, they come together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the Bengals here, they come in at an early crossroads here, facing a tough opponent on the road where a loss would make them 0-3.
And when you start that way, doubts really start to creep into a locker room, and guys start to battle each other instead of worrying about winning games.
The children were born. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their veteran quarterback out of North Carolina State. It's Phillip Rivers.
He enjoyed watching that game tape, didn't he?
Good. 4 touchdowns, 1 pick.
Now, you were a little upset about the pick. I didn't know if you would play him this week or not if you were the head coach.
Hey, they got the win.
They got the win, so you give him another chance.
Yeah, we have Marlon Mack.
I think the ratio's pretty good. They'll try to
And we'll keep Jonathan Taylor in the action.
Straight going throwing touchdown passes.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Rivers. He finds Taylor. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
There is no doubt that Geno Atkins is really strong and stout at the point of attack, but I love his suddenness, the ability to make plays, to be in one spot, and then he's gone and into the offensive backfield. He's a heck of a player.
And they're a big TFL, tackle for loss.
Hard to believe that his father, Gene Atkins, was an NFL defensive back. He's bred this big defensive tackle.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rivers.
Incomplete.
A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. And we look now at the offense for Indianapolis.
And congratulations on their win last week, but they didn't get a whole lot of time to celebrate it on Sunday. They were right back to work on Monday, but you'll have to do things differently when you prepare for a Thursday night game. Because normally you'll take some time off. Here you get right back to work on the game plan mentally, and probably not put any pads on until you play again Thursday night.
Rivers now.
T.Y. Hilton.
This man, Hilton. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 35. So opening drive, 3rd down, they complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, the ball should be there, and then they can do some work afterwards.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. From the shotgun,
Another first down by the
and he's
Colts.
got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down. On 1st and 10. That's into the hands of Pascal. And he'll get it down this time to 17. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Defensive starters, here they are for Cincinnati. They've been pretty solid against the pass. Toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Taylor. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A throw out wide caught by Pascal. Throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what you're looking for? So who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pump in their step. You go to them early and often.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, the run by Matt. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. Now Rivers on 4th down.
Oh, incomplete. 5 for 7. The Bengals at the 5-yard line.
Here on the opening drive of the night. And that could be a major momentum swing here early.
Because the defense stopped them. How great is that? They go for it on the first drive of the game. They're the ones trying to establish something, trying to assert a little dominance. And guess what? You turn it back on them and give the ball to your own offense. I agree with you. It can change momentum in a big way.
Joe Burrow.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline as a play caller. You're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now Joe Mixon. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the...
Negative 4 yards.
One team's going to be summoned on 4th down.
Still pick up a nice solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And T.Y. Hilton all
So
game.
possession goes over here on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time, but you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 45 on 2nd down, this is taken out of Williams. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a 1st down. Well, starting drive number 2 off on the right foot. Completion for the 1st down. Drive 1 is they had to be pretty frustrated because they moved the football. They just didn't get any points out.
Bill Willis is comfortable in pocket.
My goodness, you take them down, you don't score points. You know, I'm being totally facetious here, right? I'm just kidding. Nice first drive. Rarely do teams score.
Oh, intercepted.
Intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. Well, tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do.
Willis releases the ball. Bob Bell, they didn't get it. But 45, the Bengals.
The Bengals getting set to go. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
That opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield.
Complete from Joe Burrow.
First play of the drive there is incomplete. The tight end C.J. Uzomah, the intended receiver.
They tried to aim and shake momentum.
Beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And Joe Mixon.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They've had touchdowns on both of their drives thus far, but now they face a 3rd and long. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. With this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
On 1st down, they start out with Matt. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
That's tough right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks have got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. They'll run with Taylor. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. Rivers able to hit his tight end, Grimble. And he'll be taken down for a loss back in the 3. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. Ended up losing yardage, even though he completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't give you the same credit for it, and it won't help him make contract time.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15, and the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
This is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down. Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now, after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. They'll look to throw. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And Bullock will put this one through. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And what we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football, it says finish on it, because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
Jonathan Taylor, but running shoot down there.
Set to go, and still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look at the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off.
Yards on last carry, second and 7.
Here's Rivers. They'll throw Paris Campbell. That's complete. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Complete to Hilton.
T.Y. Hilton again.
A big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big third down pickup of 20 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Rivers on first down. Campbell making the catch. This one to about the 20-yard line. Another big game that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Blocking,
You see the
catching
time,
there.
effort, and thought that they put into the passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone, Rivers. And this is going to be
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple of weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job change in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
And that's why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Rivers to throw.
Incomplete. Quimble dropped it.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sign of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. You're kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Oh my goodness, he's gone.
And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. That a 92-yard kick return. And the Bengals have taken the lead. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others are egos that the players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up?
I think you mix it up more, try to loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people and other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
That's so educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. He'll pick up another first down with that run.
Play action now. Rivers. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no counts? No, not at all.
He's got it to
Williams.
Williams loses the football. And the Bengals grab it. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Here's A.J. Green as he gets set to go again on offense. Not only does he not have a catch, I don't think he's been targeted in this game, but they're winning.
And if you ask the receiver of his magnitude, he'll tell you because everyone is focused on him anyway. Okay, you've taken it away. No catches, no targets, but we're still winning. I've opened things up for the rest of my team. I know how receivers think.
They've been using him as a decoy, and effectively so. On second down now. Bernard. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag.
What's the foul?
I think this one's going to be a face mask.
They'll be on Darius Leonard.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's got
the touchdown.
Bengals. His first touchdown of the new season. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead.
Joe Burrow, right there in the air.
There was a
touchdown.
zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen run.
Now
I like it when you bring the
15-3.
diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
there you go.
I'm going to try it.
Pull it good on the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3.
Welcome back to Thursday Night Football.
Now
Can take the lead.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Marlon Mack now heading back out there. He's just been looking for some space. Yeah, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people. Find some other playmakers. But always let the defense believe.
Come on, Taylor, what the
I was
hell?
going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
On 2nd and 12, Rivers hits his target, the tight end, Noelle Cox. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They're lethargic, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Fielded at the 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. All right, let's focus now on Giovanni Bernard. He's only had it.
Give me the ball. They trash, bro. I'm taking 20-3 lead. Come on, Jonathan Taylor again. Come on, bro. Ah, hot. And a sack. Again on the Rivers.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Now a timeout defensively.
After that first down play, so they're going to make this must sweat out half number 1. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to our Tiburon Studios here in Orlando. We'll take a minute and look ahead at what's to come this weekend in week number 3. In the early window, we'll have our eye on that game in Jacksonville. The Jaguars going to need to be on their A game as they'll match up against the Cleveland Browns. Good games in the late afternoon as well, one being out in Santa Clara, where it'll be the 49ers taking on the Miami Dolphins. And lastly, we'll wrap up the week on Monday Night Football. Definitely one to tune in for, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. So here are the Bengals set to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here at Bernard. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll run again with Bernard. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll look to throw now on first down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. On the screen, Bernard. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Well, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
And this is a beauty. That ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
They go play action.
Doyle.
Falls incomplete. Let's see who this is on. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times you just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
They'll run on first down. Taylor, and they're able to swarm him behind.
Jonathan Taylor
Night continues. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe it'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And an alley to run.
Jonathan Taylor.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Working out of the belly runners. It's Williams on the catch. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another
Oh my God, Taylor, you couldn't fucking have that shit.
The third down throw incomplete as well.
We're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. They'll run forward. It's Matt, and he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Well, they clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, you know, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? If you want to go for it here, we shut you down. We're on the bench right now. Feeling great. But no matter how you phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
2nd and 3. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. Last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw.
With the sack today.
Right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield. But it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad. But a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
Back to throw.
Oh.
Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green, his first touchdown here of the new campaign.
A.J. Green on the
Bengals, they widen their lead. Now Bullock to add the extra point.
And this is what coaches talk about, never being satisfied. No matter what the lead, always trying to increase it. You never know what can happen in this NFL.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. Brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. Last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amendments.
How many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Play fake, Rivers. And Pascal's got it.
First down.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. On 1st and 10, catch made here by Campbell.
Hey, Campbell.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers. And you and I were reading the article yesterday. 5th grade, Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams and aspirations. So he clipped out a football player from a magazine article and pasted his face on the helmet. That's what he wanted to be, and it turned out okay.
Not so bad. Not so bad at all. Remember, he's the son of a coach. And on that play, I think he made the old coach proud with that completion.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Now Rivers. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motion. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you can see the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Suckup now, set to kick it off, following the made field goal. This will be fielded at the 8. And he nearly broke down for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the first quarter, good 2nd quarter, and now continuing that here in the 3rd.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in the team.
Good leadership, a good distributor. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. The throw over the middle,
wide
taken
open.
in. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. This quarterback now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. On 1st down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards. Again, it's Williams. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll set up a throw. Open man is Uzama. 2 yards is all the completion. It's 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
And now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the
wide open.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. To throw, Rivers. Can't find a receiver. He's brought down. Geno Atkins, his 2nd sack of the night. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. And takes this up right near the 45-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Probably gonna be a fucking 3-and-out, fucked up.
Off the play kick here.
But he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up fourth. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for the fourth time tonight.
27-6 old Colts on the road.
Here this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Containing Philip Rivers for passing a touchdown.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They run it again with Williams.
Yeah.
Pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And Bengals on third down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. He's got his man. Boyd. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Well, I'm sure he likes his performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the fourth quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see, and other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Williams. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Bengals on third down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. 18
Bro, what's
yards
going on
on
with
that
the
one.
Colts?
The Bengals
Why are they so
have
trash?
first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
It doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And now the throw hold in
Oh
by
my
Green.
God, A.J. Green.
Inside the 20 before he's brought down. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 17-yard line. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era. We think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
We're gonna have to go with the
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
All
Bengals
Bengals.
play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And he will get it right across the 20-yard line.
No,
Those INTs all sting when you throw one in the red zone. I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious, so you have to learn from those.
Start the drive as they connect left side. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player.
Oh, my God.
He gets attended to. We'll step aside. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And he bats it away.
Come on, bro. Let's go.
Incomplete. Trey Wayne's the Michigan State man right there in coverage. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw it in, Rivers. And this one incomplete.
That's the fucking ball. The fracture really.
The trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a Scotia credit for hanging in there and trying to make something.
Intercepted again. It's the Bengals. Have the win. Again, strike for another interception.
And now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. So that turnover might just about do it here. Fourth quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, a couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the ground with a tight end, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like to show you.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's taken down. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Open nails, Ross complete. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down a distance really well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Phillip Rivers now gears up to lead the offense on the field. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory, like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards the pick up there. The Colts have a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing Rivers, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Taylor, and they'll get him down at about the 37, right short of the first. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage.
He's wide open.
He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Offense.
So it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How they've done it so successfully.
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys have to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
To throw is Rivers.
Now it's Cox.
It's caught for a Colts touchdown.
Touchdown.
Mo Alley Cox, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like,
Hopefully we can get a kick.
Down 2 scores, out of timeouts, a must recover if they're going to have any shot.
Fuck up.
And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, when we score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
Here on 2nd and 8. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this game in the right-hand corner. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Whoever the dog took that time on defense just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. And this will be out of bounds.
Give me
Now
a
it's a question of
11.
where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line.
Rivers
gets set to lead this offense. Down by 2 touchdowns. 1:06 to play. Field goals, useless at this point. They need 2 touchdowns, and they need them in short order. Rivers on 1st down. Desperation throw. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
Oh, hell yeah.
And all the way down to the 40-yard line.
42 seconds. That was a crazy play.
And even 50 yards.
We got chips over here. Chips over here. There's over. Hey, run!
Looking to throw it on 2nd and 8. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Rivers. And this is
intercepted again.
And that should do it. William Jackson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The only game away.
Obviously, obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Coach T.Y. Hilton.
Cincinnati
Joe Burrow take the win.
And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. They begin the drive with Williams.
And he'll get this one out to about his 14. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there? I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get greedy, try to get that extra running play, and it can backfire on them.
So this one in the win column for the Cincinnati Bengals. And I think they might have something in this young rookie quarterback because he certainly looked the part.
I have to ask you a question. Are you thinking similar to what I'm thinking?
These rookie quarterbacks, they come in more prepared than ever before.
Year after year, they just seem more comfortable from day one.
I think you start really young now.